Does your heart feel heavy today? Not just a little sad, but a deep, resonant ache, as if you are carrying a weight you can no longer name or even remember picking up. You have been walking a long, solitary road, and the silence around you has become a constant, buzzing companion. If you feel you are standing on the very edge of giving up, if the thought, "I can't do this anymore," has become a familiar, painful whisper, then this message is for you. It has found you intentionally. In this sacred space we are creating together, right here and now, we will hold a quiet moment to understand the profound spiritual truth of why this will pop up right before it all happens for you. I know the unique exhaustion that comes from showing up when you have nothing left to give, of managing a smile when your heart is silently breaking behind your ribs. I know what it's like to look in the mirror and see the ghost of a vibrant woman you used to be, now replaced by tired eyes and a strained jaw. But what if I told you that this exhaustion, this deep soul fatigue, is not a sign that you are failing or that you've taken a wrong turn? What if it is the quiet, sacred, undeniable evidence that you are closer to your destination than you have ever been? There is a divine reason this message has found you at this exact moment, in the middle of this specific struggle. Something you have been waiting for is closer than you think. Stay with me, because by the end of our time together, you will understand with crystal clarity why this waiting, this heavy, unbearable stillness was never, ever wasted. You will see it not as a punishment, but as the most sacred of preparations. You have been fighting a battle on fronts that no one else can see. Perhaps your battlefield is the corporate world, where you climb the ladder with grace and competence, but secretly battle imposter syndrome with every success. You feel the constant, crushing pressure to be perfect, to be unshakable, all while your own sense of purpose feels like it's dissolving into thin air. You've achieved what you were told would bring you happiness, yet you lie awake at night, staring at the ceiling, feeling an emptiness that no promotion or paycheck can fill. Your soul is asking, is this all there is? Or maybe this is your story. Your battlefield is your home, a place you have poured your entire being into. You have been the keeper of schedules, the healer of scraped knees, the maker of magic on birthdays, the steady anchor in everyone else's storm. You've nurtured and given and loved until your own cup is not just empty, but cracked. And now perhaps the children are grown and the nest is quiet, and in the silence you've realized you don't know the woman who is left behind. A guilt whispers to you when you dare to want something for yourself, something that isn't attached to being a wife or a mother. The disconnection in your own relationships feels like a quiet, slow-motion grief. Have you felt this too? Maybe your battle is a deeply internal one, a spiritual crisis that has left you feeling abandoned. You pray into a silence that feels vast and indifferent. You have followed the rules, you've tried to have faith, but a spiritual dryness has taken root, and you're navigating a loss of faith that feels like the ultimate betrayal. You see others talk of blessings and divine whispers, and you feel a profound sense of shame, wondering what is so wrong with you that you cannot hear it, cannot feel it. You are doing everything you know how to do, and yet life still feels so impossibly heavy. It is a loneliness so complete, it feels like it could swallow you whole. Your heart knows this truth. You feel misunderstood, invisible, and profoundly alone, even when you are surrounded by people. But please hear me when I say this. This part of the journey, this painful chapter, isn't the whole story, not yet. Now let me share a secret with you. A truth I had to walk through fire to learn. The universe, the divine, God, however you name that sacred source, does not make mistakes. It does not punish. It prepares. That feeling of being stuck, of running in place, while the world seems to be sprinting past you, is a divinely orchestrated pause. It is an intentional, purposeful, and profoundly loving alignment. You are not behind. You are not broken. you are not forgotten. You are being recalibrated for a destiny far greater than the one you had planned for yourself. Let's think of it this way. Sometimes the pain feels like a relentless storm. You feel battered by the winds of change and soaked by the rains of sorrow. But the purpose of this storm is not to drown you. Its purpose is to wash you clean of everything that is not yours. It is here to soften the hardened ground of your heart so that new things can finally grow. The thunder is shaking loose old beliefs that kept you small, and the lightning is illuminating truths you were afraid to see. This storm is a gift. At other times, the path forward feels like a locked door. You have tried every key on your ring, the key of hard work, the key of people-pleasing, the key of perfectionism, and none of them have worked. You are exhausted from rattling a handle that will not turn. But the purpose of a locked door is not always to keep you out. Sometimes its purpose is to make you stop and realize you are trying to enter a room that is no longer meant for you. The divine is not locking you out. It is lovingly protecting you. It is inviting you to find a new key, the key of self-worth, the key of trust, the key of surrender. And that key, my dear friend, is already in your pocket. Let's pause here, just for a second. Place your hand over your heart. Take a slow, deep breath with me, in through your nose, filling your lungs with the air of this present moment. And a long, slow exhale through your mouth, releasing the tension in your jaw, your shoulders. Can you feel that? That subtle shift from anxiety to stillness? That is the feeling of your own spirit, your own sacred inner wisdom, which has been waiting patiently for you to listen. Something is about to shift in a much bigger way, and you will feel it soon. The pressure you feel is not the weight of the world coming to crush you. It is the sacred pressure of a seed that is about to break through the soil. There's a reason the silence feels heavier now. It's the deep, held breath before the symphony begins. And we are about to get to the most beautiful part. Let's close our eyes again if that feels safe for you. Or soften your gaze on a point in front of you. Feel the ground beneath your feet or the chair supporting your body. You are here. You are safe. You are held. And now, the revelation that I promised you, the sacred key you have been unknowingly searching for in all the wrong places. The hidden reason everything feels so impossibly hard right before the breakthrough is this. You cannot enter the new expansive season of your life carrying the baggage of the old one. It simply will not fit through the door. This period of struggle has not been a punishment. It has been a sacred shedding. The universe has been lovingly helping you to let go. The burnout is helping you shed the belief that your worth is tied to your productivity. The loneliness is helping you shed your dependency on validation from others. The heartbreak is helping you shed the walls you built to protect yourself, so that real, authentic love can finally get in. You are not just waiting, you are becoming lighter. You are creating space. Every tear has been a cleansing water, making room for a joy so profound it requires an empty cup to be poured into. You have been preparing a home within yourself for the miracles that are on their way. Let this prayer be the final, gentle release. Let it be a soft place for your tired soul to land. Divine grace, loving universe, I feel you here with me now, in the quiet sanctuary of my own breath, in the steady, faithful beating of my own heart. I finally understand. I surrender the need to control the outcome, to force the timeline, to understand every single step of the journey. I release the heavy story that my struggle is a sign of my failure or my unworthiness. With this breath, I let it go. I accept the truth that I am being prepared. I am being polished. I am being perfectly positioned for a good that is beyond my current vision. I am being held in a love so complete, even when I cannot feel it. For every tear I have cried in secret, I thank you for watering the garden of my soul. I trust that something beautiful is growing there in the dark. For every night I have felt utterly alone, I thank you for teaching me to be my own companion, my own sanctuary. For every time my voice has trembled as I whispered, I can't do this anymore, let me now hear your soft, clear reply in my heart. My beloved child, you were never ever doing it alone. I have been carrying you the whole time. I am now ready, I am open. I lay down the weapons of my weary, worldly fight. I am worthy of the peace that is my birthright. I am worthy of the joy that is coming. I am worthy of a life that feels as good on the inside as it looks on the outside. My waiting is over because I see now that the work was being done within me all along. I am ready. Thank you. Amen. Breathe deeply into that truth. Let it settle into your bones, into every cell of your being. The waiting had a purpose. The pain was a portal. The silence was the sacred pause before the first note of your new song. You see, you weren't born to just survive this world, to get through it, to endure it. You were born to transform it with your unique light, your hard-won resilience, and your extraordinary, world-changing capacity to love. What is meant for you, the life that is calling to your soul, has already been written in the stars. It is not a maybe, it is a divine promise. And you don't need a 5-year plan or a 10-step strategy to claim it. You don't even need to know what next month holds. All that is ever asked of you is to give yourself this day, this moment, this breath. After this message ends, don't rush to the next thing on your to-do list. Can you give yourself just 5 minutes of stillness? Just to sit, to breathe, to let this healing energy integrate. That is the first step into your new reality. Just keep showing up for yourself in these small, gentle ways. The storm is passing. If you look closely, you can see the first rays of dawn on the horizon. And you, my beautiful friend, if you just keep going, if you keep showing up, if you keep fighting with this soft, newly discovered sacred strength, you will win. You will look back on this exact moment, this time of deep uncertainty, not with sorrow, but with a profound and knowing gratitude. And you will whisper to yourself, now I understand. It all makes sense now. You will finally see with perfect clarity why it had to happen exactly this way. If this message resonated deep within your soul, would you honor that connection by letting me know in the comments below? I read every single one, and your stories are a gift. And if there is a woman in your life, a sister, a mother, a friend, who is carrying the world on her shoulders and needs to be reminded of her strength, please consider sharing this message of hope with her. And finally, if you desire more moments of healing, clarity, and peace like this one, I warmly invite you to subscribe and become part of our beautiful community. You are seen, you are valued, you are so very welcome here.